Hey there, nerds! Welcome back to the spookiest episode of SourceFedNERD News. Happy Halloween!
Yes, Red 5 standing by.
I Quicksilver, you do not see coming. You think Flash? Guess again.
Nice.
Yeah?
Sure.
Thank you.
Hey, let's hit those headlines. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 has added a new cast member.
A bunch of nerdy nuggets were released about the Power Rangers reboot.
And remember how many problems Batman Arkham Knight had with the PC release? Well, they fixed it. Kinda. I'll explain in a bit. And Nintendo announced their first mobile game, as well as some other fun goodies.
But first, a few fun stories. Number one, the Perth Mint
Go Australia!
has released 3 Back to the Future themed coins in honor of the 30th anniversary. The first being a 1-ounce silver coin with the flying DeLorean in front of the clock tower. The second, a 1/4 ounce gold coin similar to the first. And the third, the coolest, being 2 ounces of silver cast into the shape of the famous hoverboard.
Wow, the first silver coin comes in a DeLorean case, and the hoverboard has magnets attached to it so it can levitate in its case. Psst. Ozzy's watching. Hi, help a sister out. Maybe send some over. We'll just send you some In-N-Out burgers in a Ziploc bag. That's how this works,
That's a fair
right?
trade.
Yeah, In-N-Out. It's delicious.
It is delicious. Number 2, you may remember the announcement from a while ago that The Force Awakens will be released in France 2 days before the rest of the world. If you're a die-hard fan, you were probably planning a flight to Paris already, but here's a quick tip. Fly Air France.
Yeah, certain Air France flights have now got the flight and cinema package. So if you're flying into Paris, your ticket price may include tickets to see The Force Awakens and transportation from the airport to the theatre. Now, the flight must leave on December 15th, and you must book the tickets by December 10th. So fanboys and girls, what are you waiting for? Get onto it.
Get on it, damn it. Number 3, a 13-year-old convinced his parents to let him play GTA 5 by creating a PowerPoint presentation. The boy has a very sound and compelling argument, if I do say so myself. And if you want to check out all those points, see the link in the description down below. Maybe you kids could learn a thing or two from watching this. I sure as hell was not this creative or cunning at 13.
Oh my goodness, 13.
Could I talk? Yeah, I could talk, right?
13 was weird. That's a very awkward age. But you know what? He knows what he wants, and he went for it.
See, because I'm Quicksilver.
And number 4, this thing exists. A Master Chief helmet made up of 25,000 Swarovski crystals, and it's on eBay. The proceeds of this sale go to Make-A-Wish Foundation, so if you do buy it, hey, you're doing something good too. That's a win-win, right?
Win-win. Now to the biggest stories. It was announced yesterday that the old boy actress Palm Clementieff has been cast in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Oh, not that good old boy, the other old boy with Josh Brolin, that unnecessary remake. Guess who forgot about that movie?
Now the nerds watching may be asking themselves, who could she be playing? Is she going to be a new Guardian? How did Sam say Pom Clementieff without a single stutter? Well, the answer to all these questions, we don't know.
The sequel is set to begin filming next year and will hit theaters May 5th, 2017. So I'm sure her role will be leaked or spoiled at some point over the next year, because cross my heart, it will be announced or spoiled. That's just the way of the internet. Yeah, to be an internet. Her role has been described as a key part of the sequel, so I'd love to hear your speculations down below. Also, how bummed were you when you heard that Matthew McConaughey turned down the villain role for Guardians 2?
What?
How freaking cool would that be?
It would have been great.
All right. I'm really good at impersonations today.
You've nailed them.
Thank you so much.
Over in the Power Rangers universe, a bunch of info was dropped yesterday regarding the upcoming reboot. Now we have a title, we know basically our entire cast, and the budget for the film. First things first, the reboot will go by the name Saban's Power Rangers, as an acknowledgement towards the Power Rangers co-creator, Haim Saban. Saban?
Saban.
Saban. I've been saving that one all day.
Think about this, though. Sam Basher's Drawing Board, 2025. A really cool reboot. Keep it in the back of your head, kids.
Got a ring to it.
Right? For the cast, we have all of our Rangers minus a few. We've got Dacre Montgomery as the Red Ranger, Naomi Scott as the Pink Ranger, Ludi Lin as the Black Ranger, and R.J. Seiler as the Blue Ranger. It is interesting that most of these actors are actually like up-and-comers. I'm interested to see how this all pans out. For me, I was only really a fan of the movie. I never watched the TV series, but you know I'm going to be one of the first people to see this film, I guarantee.
Ay, ay, ay.
If that's not in the movie, how sad are you going to be? Not sad?
They're Beta B Alpha. They're Beta B Alpha.
With the Rangers, prisoners of Lord Zed and no Zordon, the command center will be mine, all mine.
Come on, I just thought of that on the spot. As for the budget, it has been reported that they will be working with a $35 million lump sum of cash. Now, while that doesn't sound like a lot, Maze Runner had the same budget, and those effects weren't bad.
The movie was trash, but that's not the accounting's fault, all right?
You can't buy a good story and a script with $35 million, but the effects,
In some gaming news, PC gamers, listen up. Actually, they probably already know.
Listen.
Oh, you My name's Zelda Nerd. All right, everybody else that's not a PC gamer, listen up, all right? Remember when Batman Arkham Knight was pulled from PC shelves immediately after its release? Well, WB Games and Rocksteady have finally re-released the game, so you can finally play it on the big screen, bug-free. Nope, that's a lie.
The PC game is actually still littered with glitches, 2 of which were problems from the initial launch back in June. Players have been complaining about dropping frame rates, freezing, and stuttering gameplay.
Hey, I'm the only one who stutters around here.
The studio's even admitted to 2 of the problems that they hadn't fixed when they re-released the game, saying that they're still working on it. If they release it in June and they're still fixing it now and re-releasing it, maybe just get over it. Maybe just call it a day.
You know what? Instead, just play Fallout 4, maybe Tomb Raider or Halo 5. Hey, just check out Battlefront. There's a million new games.
Battlefront's really cool. You get to be in the Rogue Squadron and fly the snow speeders, taking down the AT-ATs on half.
Is that the cable part?
Yeah.
And the camels fall over?
The camels?
They're camels.
Get out of here.
They're robotic
Think long and hard
camels.
about what you just said.
They're robotic camels.
Oh my God.
At the end of the day, just move on. There's a million different games you can play.
Last bit of news, which is pretty cool. Gamers, listen closely. Nintendo has announced
Then delayed.
their first mobile game.
Whoops.
Anyway, the game is called Miitomo, and it's a free-to-play game that will be available on smartphones at the beginning of 2016 now. Players can create their very own Mii avatar, like mine, and interact with other Miis. Yeah, kind of like on the Wii. But if you don't have that, think of it as like a social media game mixed in with a Tamagotchi.
Ooh, that sounds kind of boring.
I love that you faked how excited you were for a second.
That kind of sounds boring, I'm being honest. This is the first of 5 games Nintendo has slated to be released on smartphones over the next year or so. The service will also be linked to the recently announced Nintendo account. Players can now link their Nintendo accounts to their PCs and smartphones and use social media profiles as logins, similar to how users log into Instagram with Facebook or Vine with Twitter, you know? Players will be able to also redeem points from gameplay and purchases through Nintendo to get in-game merch, coupons, and more. Think Club Nintendo, but slightly upgraded.
Coupons!
Yay!
Yeah. You know what? Nintendo have had some really great games. So to tell me that the little Mii Arena, which is pointless, is now on a game on my phone. Oh, good. Ooh, I missed it at home. Now I can see my Miis walking around a lobby.
Talking to each other.
Not really.
I mean, they're like... Long story short, this sounds real boring, Nintendo.
We're excited about the next other 4 games.
Next one.
What are the next ones you got for us? Because the fact that they are changing, you know, consoles to the smartphone device, whatever, I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, just you're about 10 years late. Forget our opinions, let's hear yours. What are your thoughts on all these Nintendo announcements? Leave your thoughts down below.
And also don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share if you care.
Be sure to check out the first ever SourceFedNERD short film, Reunited. It went live yesterday, and if you're looking for a spoopy time, I suggest you go check it out. I'm sorry, I won't say spoopy ever again, because it's Halloween. Just say, I'm never gonna say spoopy again.
You just said it then.
I know, I will stop saying spoopy.
Stop. I mean, I swear to God.
Yeah.
If that comes out of your mouth one more time, put your face back to normal. Put your face back.
Spoopy.
Oh. Red 5, fucking off.
Spoopy.
Kia.
We're about to go into some sort of fun Star Wars event that we were invited to last minute.
The fact that they didn't call it the Kylo Ren Den has me really upset.
And
Karen, it's me, it's Dave. You remember? We kind of dated a little. Sorry I didn't call.
You don't have any food or supplies.
I don't, but would you have opened the door if I hadn't said that?